There is something that has been missing in the aviation market for the past 2 to 3 decades. There's a specific class of aircraft that slowly fade away throughout the time. Need a clue? Well, think back and deeper into your mind about all your domestic flights, especially in Northern America or the European region. These flights are often conducted by aircraft like the 787, A350s, A330s, or other wide-body aircraft. In some cases that has less demand, airlines will pick narrow bodies like the 737 or A321. Now got it? A mid-haul and a mid to large pax aircraft. The last aircraft that fits this classification may be the 757 or the 767 family. Even though some airlines like JAL, ANA, Delta, and United has yet retired all of their 757s and 767 fleets, they are still rather rare than others. Airlines that previously relied on those aircraft to fly domestic or short routes had now chosen newer aircraft for rearrangement of the seating positions to maximize capacity and efficiency. The most direct example is JL, who arranged some of their A350-900s and the 787s to fit domestic routes. Without further ado, allow me to introduce the 767X. Inspired by the brand new 777X introduced in 2013, I figured the 777's father, the 767, also needs a new X model. First, the spotlight of the aircraft, the engines. The old CF6-80 will be replaced with GNX-1B, known as the engine used on the 787s, are over 50% more fuel efficient compared to this aging CF6. Other adjustments will also be implemented on the aircraft, like larger wingspan up to 58 to 60 meters wide, to improve lift generation and reduce drag, especially when the cabin is lengthened. Speaking of lengthening the cabin, the length and width of the aircraft's fuselage will be enlarged to 6 meters in width and 68 meters in length, with an increasing percentage of carbon fiber in materials. Additional minor details will also be installed to improve passenger experience, like new overhead bins, raised ceilings, new dynamic LED lights, larger and dimmable windows, enlarged screen, and higher in-cabin humidity. Now, the performance of the 767X. Since the original 767 is considered a mid to long-range aircraft, we can keep the original range and the max flight time to suit the purpose of the 767X in the first place, domestic and mid-haul routes. The lengthened cabin can hold from 280 to 410 in capacity, with a 242 or 333 in seating arrangement in economy class, 222 for premium economy, 121 for business class, while the exact placement of the class can differ from all the airlines. The aircraft has a maximum cruising altitude at flight level 430 and a max speed close to Mach 0.85. After yapping about the aircraft improvement, here's why this aircraft may be successful. First, the 767 family had already been a rather successful aircraft in existence, which received about 1,430 orders from 74 customers. In comparison, the A350 family had received 1,390 orders from 60 customers, while only 650 of them from 38 operators are flying today. Second, after the retirement of many 767s and 757s, there has been no mid-haul aircraft design, or at least in production. Boeing and Airbus are having their time competing against narrow-body aircraft. Since then, airlines have started to introduce their own mid-range large-pax aircraft. Okay, wait, pause all your rash actions. Instead of actually producing their own aircraft, they rearrange planes like A350s or the 787s into a domestic version by installing more seats to raise capacity since range is less of a problem. The new 767X can replace all the extra works from rearranging and designing new aircraft seating, as it is an already made option. Furthermore, the 767X will be another choice for airlines that wants to renew their fleet, another direct competitor with the domestic versions of A330-900s and the A330 families, and a new weapon for Boeing if they don't mess up and take another century to complete. Last, variants. To success as an aircraft, we needed different versions of the aircraft to suit the airline's needs. For the 767X, I've planned 767-7, -8, and -9. 767-7 will be the variant with less capacity but longer range. 270 to 320 packs in a 45-meter cabin, but over 6,100 nautical miles in range. A mid-size variant, the 767-8, in a 50-meter cabin for 310 to 365 pax with a 5,800 nautical mile range. And 767-9, the variant that is the largest in size, 360 to 410 pax with a 16-meter cabin capable of flying 5,600 nautical miles. To conclude the 767X concept, it is a mid-range and mid to high pax aircraft, as this aircraft is what the market is demanding for. Are you convinced that this concept in question can someday be seen in the skies, or is just another failure? Make sure to state your claim in the comments.